It seems like still read a little flip-flop of ideas of what they said was a bait and switch idea of such and such, of some type of gag order or something like that. I mean, okay, but the production itself on Fox you're talking about turning it up. Look, I mean, from an outside point of view, you can see all angles of it. The production's different. A swayed correspondence or a swayed opinion editorial. And in general, what do you call it? Just a vector sum of saying, oh, well, this shouldn't have happened anyway, or something, or rather, something like that. When you know, in fact, when she said no, she's like, okay, is anybody, tell them I'll order a polygraph and all this other stuff. And so, and everybody's like, oh, Sharon Stone's great. That's dumb. And so, like, given that nature, and you say the production of it, you say she's gotten taken advantage of. Okay, well then why don't you say, well, it just
about their murders. They've been defending Hillary
in compensation in general, or somebody else, or other, and it's talking about, and still saying, oh, well, we're going to treat you as a Moses type of person and such and like this, or rather, and so like that, when in fact, idiopathically, if it was authorized by the office to say it was okay, because you denigrate me to this reduced form to say we're having similarities and stuff like that, and say, you're talking about compensation injustices. I say for arthritis, due processes for my pets. Due process for my pets is a question, but I say for the cat is for arthritis, because since this cat has been here for the past 6 or some hours, I have gotten less bone pain and lymph node and whatever you want to call it, pain, muscle pain. And this cat has been here. So given that, that's a fact. That is a fact. Now, being given a new angle and having a better scope on what we're talking about here is also, you could say, is a great area of fact.
He's one of your favorites. All right, so the president tweets about Yovanovitch, basically saying the reason you let her go,
Blaze.
She had a bad record.
On production, you get on the film's good side, right, and stuff like that.
And then I'm going to put the tweet up right now. He tweets about the President of the United States. Your comments...
obviously a conservative. Well, so this is word search it until it fail. It's hate, fear, foreign officers, service officers, and what do you guys have for that? Oh man, is an officer. He's an officer of what do you call it? Judicial watch. Okay, given that he's an officer of judicial watch, is that what you said? What you just made of that whole thing. So given that if Fox represents a conservative nature or a Republican nature, then Fox should in turn give John Finn here, what do you call it? Adequate due process and justice without quid pro quo, but in good faith of same allegiances of the party, of the affiliated party. So given that, I would have to say that is kind of like something that is, that is required. That is required in that sense, where it's no condescending, there's no patronizing nature, there's no invisible backstabbing, and you can say this and you can roll tape again and be like, oh, such and such, and I can be like at the same time, like my quid quo bros like what it is. You know what it is. And it goes on.
He was running the show.
Yeah, sure.
Exactly. Comey testified to that effect. And he said,
and this is. I'm tired. I'm tired.
The mainstream media in overdrive with the outrageous statements about the impeachment hearing. Charlie Kirk is next.
And this is exactly just roll on for everyone on such and such. For what for?
If you're eligible for Medicare, you can get